that looks alright. Oh, there's Star and Emmy. How are you guys doing? Can you hear me? It's a new setup with the camera and everything, so I want to make sure. Can you hear the music? Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. No echoing? Alright, we got Twitch is up and running. Hello TikTok. TikTok's up and running. Sweet. Giant Gundam kit today. Ah. Got some fuzz, but no echo. Like, what's some fuzz? Is it the fuzz from being in a big room where there's probably going to be a little bit of that, or is it like electric fuzz? Interference. Sound fuzz. Okay, yeah, interference, that helps. I can probably help isolate that. Does that help at all? Now I wait for the delay. Well, okay, but I have music going on as well, so is it just from the talking? Because that might be my, yeah, so I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, does it sound like it's just from where I'm talking? Because, again, that could be in relation to where I am with the camera, or is it coming through with the music as well? What kind of fuzz? I mean, I know you said sound fuzz, and interference definitely helps, but... Sorry, I'm just getting organized with this stuff real quick. It's better. Okay. Is it fixed, or... Now I'm crinkling stuff. Anyway, I appreciate you guys' help. Oh, sure. Oh, there's Howdy. How's it going, Howdy? Sorry, TikTok, I'm not paying as much attention to you as I should, but you guys have never let me down, and Twitch keeps having problems. Talking sounds like cracks and pops. Okay, so here's the thing. The music has, like, some snare hits going on. It could be that as well. I'm just questioning. Not bad. Okay. There's also a shitload of crinkly plastic. So I wonder if it is potentially that. It's like a bad connection. Okay, because I have the camera is connected through a... I have a different way that I could do this. Wait, stop what? Good now. Okay. Cool. I think I just had to tighten some things up. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you. Well, I appreciate all of you, but I appreciate you two especially. Cool. Let's get to it. Well, I have to finish opening these. Hang on. The ADHD is strong with me today. Which is actually kind of nice, because that means that today it has defeated the depression. Ha! Take that, depression. Yeah, touched something around my mic and it seems to have fixed it. Yeah, I legitimately, I pressed the cable in just like a nanometer further. And as we all know, electronics function no matter how far apart the cables are. I learned that the hard way. Anyway. Yeah, Gunpla for mental health today. That's my theme. Let's see, I need all these. These are actual stickers, but I think that'll be fun. Oh, they are water decals. Oh my god, they're not. They're water decals. Yes. Oh, thank god. Oh, thank you. Whoever at Bandai made that decision, you're a good person. You're good people. Ooh. What's going on, Radioactive Jeff? Throwing out the rod we trust. I appreciate that. Doing some giant gunpla today to get back in the groove of things. I think tomorrow we'll be back into custom Warhammer stuff, which actually probably means doing your nuclear nurgling. Hell yeah. I actually like water decals a lot, and I mean, like, I know some people have trouble with them, but I don't, for the most part. Not much happening. Oh yeah, well the big guy has some coding going on right now. There's some fun texture stuff I'm playing with. I think you're gonna like it. I will be posting pictures when I have the mental fortitude to do so. Sound's cutting out some again. Okay, not for Nemi, though. So that could be your connection. Alright, whatever. You guys just let me know how it is as it goes through. I'm just going to power through on this. As long as the visuals are good, that's what really matters, because the other camera died. I spent way too much money on this camera, and I want it to look good. I have solutions for audio if I need to. What's going on there, Program Akigo? Giant gunpla for giant mental health today. So I did tiny gunpla for tiny mental health the other day, and my my camera died. So this is where we're at now. Is this the C1s? Ah, yes, these are the ones that I need to start with. Gotcha. So actually, let's get started on this because the directions want me to combine the sprues. Oh, is that? That's inverted. No, it's not inverted, it's reversed for you guys. Well, that's my left hand, but it looks like my right hand. Oh my god. The chirality. Ah! Alright, now we're better. No. What it does, it wants us to combine the sprues and then pull these things apart with the separator tool. So let's go ahead and see if we can make that work the way that they want it to. Oh. shit. I was supposed to put pieces in between. It's a good thing I have the separator tool. I can still separate them. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, well if that's our first and only big mistake, I don't mind it so much. Maybe that's why they want you to use the separator tool. Haha. Now I know. That is hard to separate though. Okay. Let's not make one of these mistakes again. Oh. Well, okay. I might just have to break this out of here and then use the separator tool to actually separate it. Oh, that's a big whoops. That is legitimately exactly what that's made for. Okay. Beautiful. Alright, let's just cut these out and we'll fix that. Once they're out. But, very cool to know that I now have access to this. That's why Gunpla for mental health, because usually they provide you with your own ways to fix your mistakes. Of course, I say that I've messed up many Gunpla on my own, to where I've not been able to fix them, but, you know, whatever. Sometimes you just live and learn. Oh, let me get sucked into the ads. No! I need some gracious sub-gifter like Jester to come along and gift everybody a bunch of subs. Oh, so TikTok, I'm sorry I've been ignoring you guys for the most part. How are you guys doing? I've been trying to figure out my Twitch stuff since I'm streaming on both. Same name, Stellar Mash Jack on both. Should you want to come say hi on the other one for any reason at all, you're more than welcome to. Ah! Come on. Actually, there's a piece that needs to go in this. No, I don't need to pull these apart at all. Okay, good. How's it going there, Tristan8082? I'll just call you Tristan. Ah. That's fucked up, Nemi. You should complain to them. Ah! I didn't bang my knee on the table. Why would I do that? That's insane. Okay. These are PC6s. PC6. Yeah, doing good. Just, doing better than I have been, I should say. Just gonna put together this giant Unicorn Gundam, and then probably take it apart a couple times to paint it. And then I have a, couple parts for a giant hanger display base that I'm gonna put together for this, and for my Warhammer Titans, which are about the same scale. And I have a, the tapestry from Unicorn Gundam that's gonna go behind it on order, and I'm gonna do a whole crazy display for it. So it's gonna be pretty cool. I guess that's fine. I mean, you don't have to fight them, but you know, like, I would. Oh, thanks for the follow there. Alright. Now that we fixed our first and hopefully only major mistake with our separator tool. Yeah. They want you to know about that, don't they? Yes, the best use I've found so far for my scribing tool is removing some sprue bits and mold lines. Okay. So, ankles, knees. Got it. Let's build some feetsies. Okay. PC1. And J3. Where's J? Is that your J? Are you J? B? No, that's a B. M. M. That is J. G. Oh, hang on here. E. Uh-oh. Sometimes I'm missing screws. G. K. M. K2. That comes off of K and K2. Alright. Wait. M2. Oh. It was right in front of me. Starting to panic. It was right in front of me. Alright. Lighting's better on this camera. Yeah, this is a better camera overall, Star. Thank you, though. I'm glad that you like it. Wait, fighting your own body, no spin. Wait, what? I'm confused. Alright. Sorry. J3. J3. Oh, can't fight Google. Gotcha. No, that makes sense. Now I understand. That's a PC1. See, in my mind, it's if you have something as big as Google to fight, maybe your body will get in on it just for the sheer spite of it all. But maybe I've been hanging around with Paul too long. Thank you for the follow there, Black Saber Express. So, we'll take this guy, which is pretty universal. That goes like that to form what I assume to be an ankle joint. Yeah. And it will soon prove to be exactly that. Okay, F sprue. G. E and D. F sprue. Oh. That sounds real great. Alright. So I need 15 and 14. Whoa. These sprues and these parts are so big. Although, as a Games Workshop fan, this makes me think. Just seeing Bandai can do this. GW. You can make a plastic kit Titan. They don't have to be shitty resin. We would buy them from you. I wouldn't 3D print all mine. I mean, get mine from undisclosed sources. How's the build going? The build is going well. Oh, Nemi just subscribed. Thanks, Nemi. I appreciate that. Yeah, Jetstream Sam, the build is going very well. Bob Psycho 200, it's the Unicorn Gundam. Here. I may have just splashed a little bit of soda on my glasses in celebration there, so give me a second. It is the Unicorn Gundam in destroy mode, with its red bits showing. Huh. And thus far, I have gotten an entire ankle done. But we're moving along apace. So let's see, this goes right in. Oh, there are bits that go in here. PC1. The big thing I need to not do is gloss over parts again. I already almost got in big trouble for doing that. So this is what automized factories do, but slower. Yeah, basically. I mean, mine's gonna look, you know, real special. It's gonna look real good. But yeah, basically. You know, if your machines had anxiety, if your factory machines had anxiety and diabetes, this is what it would look like. Oh, what's up, Vox? How you doing? Check my cord again. Is it doing the thing again? Oh no. I wonder if it's my connection or if it's the... I don't know. We'll play with it. Like I said, I have a different option that I can do. If it gets real bad. Still poppy. Again, the music is really poppy right now. Like the music legitimately has a lot of like glitch pops going on in it. It's lo-fi. Here, let me put something else on, see if it changes it. Because that was like a really glitchy lo-fi mix. No, it's its own static pop. All right, Vox, if you're in here, oh hello, Screen Blue GXL. Vox, if you're able to listen for a little bit, can you help us maybe diagnose some sound issue? I'm on the new camera here. I might just have to flip. Maybe I should flip the camera. Maybe having the camera upside down is not a good idea. I kind of like it upside down though. It fits there better. Sounds good now. Okay. Again, there was a lot of like pop in the music, so I don't know, maybe. I'm not saying one way or the other. Could have been anything. Let's build a robot. Fun fact, robot is legitimately how Isaac Asimov said robot. It kind of makes me think, because he knew a lot more about robots than I do. Maybe that's how we're supposed to say robot? I'm not sure. Voxer says inside down the clown and can't hear shit. Well, at least you're in a familiar place. Wait. I'm not going to ask questions about work on stream right now. No longer my work, but I can never leave that place. Anyway, sorry. Screen Blue GXL, how are you today? And, that's all I got. How are you today? How's it going? Sorry, I'm just getting back into the swing of things. And it's weird. It's real weird. Star, I agree. This is way better than Lego. Into 9. I mean, maybe, Nemi. Maybe. We won't know at this point. We can't ask him. K2, 1. Yep, that's you. Cool. Go high heels on this this here Gundam. Which, by the way, I think it was from the preview day at Comic-Con. They showed what the new Gundam series kits are going to look like, and they are amazing. Oh, Star, to clarify, Vox, I believe that Vox is fixing games at work. There's a game called Down the Clown. And it sounds like he's inside of it working on it. Well, checking some stuff out. Vox have it set up, was it? There we go. Yep, there you go. Wow. That is a big foot. So I need I1 and F. Where's my F? Where's the I screw? I1. Yeah. Is 13. And luckily all of these glowy parts are actually very clear. So I'm going to fog these up, and after I get this thing painted up properly, I'm going to have my good friend Mike help me wire up some LEDs for this thing so that it will actually glow the way it is meant to. F16. Now, I don't know if he remembers that he agreed to that, because he had a little bit to drink when I had asked him about that, but I'm still holding him to it. What kind of games does Vox have at work? Oh my. Yeah, scary games. Scary clown games. Is that how that goes? Oh, I see, and then it locks in. Wow. It's a nice kit, nice simple kit for a mega-sized kit. F6 and 7. What's going on, old man Smooth? You hate clowns? They scare you? Do they scare you because of it, or you just don't like Irish people? I'm not calling Irish people clowns. Clowns are modeled after Irish people. I'm not racist. The British are. Is that how that goes? Really, Star? What part of Ireland are you from? Or are you just claiming Irish descent? Okay, so I'm gonna have to fill those in with some bits, but that's fine. That's what this kit is made for. It's doing extra work. You watched it when you were 5. That's not right. But to be fair, I watched Starship Troopers when I was like 7, so I guess I probably would have been 9. 8 or 9. Right. My point being, you weren't born there. You're American. G. G sprue. Where's my G sprue? G. You also a G sprue? Yes, 2 G sprues. So I need PC2 and PC6. My PC sprue. You're 100% Stardust? That's fair, but I mean, technically so is everything. And then what was the other one? PC6. 6. And then it was G13. Oh, look at that. There you are. I see. Aha. Now G12. That's you, isn't it? Whoa. Okay. I'll be extra careful because these nippers actually take off a lot more plastic than you realize. Well. They took off a lot more plastic than I realized, at least once. So, it's kind of scary. And is there anything else that goes in this? No, it doesn't look like it. I don't want to have to use my separator tool again, much as I love it. Anyway, what's everybody else up to today? Anybody else working on a big project? Anybody else managed to stress out a friend by showing them what they thought was a cool project? Sorry, Nemi. Sending you an absolute chaos goblin. I won 14. I know exactly how that is, though, watching somebody else do work, and you're just like, I see what you're doing, and it's probably going to turn out well, but I hate it. I hate everything that you're doing. Like, even just the process. Okay. There you go. C2-5 and I1-1. So I1-1. Oh. Careful with that. One. C2-5. Oh, thank you for the follow there. I can't see who that is, and it's still telling me about my ad breaks in my chat. Thank you for following, Lord Baub the Builder. Let's see. Mad Meg says, Mega Size. Did a Gundam night with some friends last night. Looking good. Yeah, thank you. Yes, it is the Mega Size. So this is the foot. It is very large. But it's actually kind of interesting because this is, as best I can tell, they legitimately just sized up the high grade by like 10 times or something like that. I don't know. It's really cool. It's going to give me a lot of room to do some extra work, and I'm going to try to throw some LEDs in with all the glowy bits. It's large. I have Warhammer Titans that I'm going to put this alongside of. So. Yes, exactly, Hemming. What was that, Lord Bob the Builder? Trying. How you doing? Alright, what was it? That was C2. I had my C2s. C2-5. Ah, here we go. Big jets. I will say in the future, if I'm gonna do when I do another custom Titan build, I'm probably gonna buy another one of these and just harvest it for parts, because look at these giant jet bits. And like, come on, that's amazing. You use that for so many things. Okay, so this goes, oh, that snaps up in there. Not very well. That goes there like that. And this goes, aha. Back to the F sprue. This is based on the 1-to-1 statue at Gundam Base Tokyo. Oh, really? Okay, cool. Very nice to know. Okay, so it's kind of like the scaled up, but it's actually much more of that. Okay, well that's cool. Very cool. Well, then that means that I am probably justified in putting lights and sound to it. Let's see. Mad Mix says you're trying to get a 160 scale. Seems nice, more manageable. Those are the perfect grade, as I recall. Those ones more manageable as far as size goes. They are the most detailed models, as I understand. I think some of the resin kits have the potential to be more. I don't know. Gundams are a new thing for me. I've tried to do a deep dive on them, and it's a lot. So, okay, I need PC-13 first. Let's make sure that I have that cut out. Yeah, for sure, thanks. Correct that. MSM are the same detailing and articulation with the high grade. Right on. F12 and F11 are the next ones that I need. Yeah, I just like that they're making giant stuff like this. And that it's not, you know, $500 or whatever the price scaling would be up from like a perfect grade like the 1 to 60. Trying really hard not to hit the new camera with my stuff right off the bat. Yes, it's all coming together. Almost as if it were meticulously designed to do so. I don't got anything mixed up there, I don't think. Let's see, that was the last regular release MSM, and it's from 2017. That's fair. Yeah, Creamy, that is a big foot. Is this the same scale as your lupus or sized up? This is the foot. It's considerably sized up from your lupus. Yeah, Bob the Builder, the main thing is, because I'm a big fan of the Warhammer models, and I specifically like their Titans, but all their Titans are resin cast right now, and they're just, the molds are getting old, they're not great. I think that this is proof that they absolutely could do a plastic kit, is kind of my main thing. Camera angle does nothing. Yeah, sure. Creamy, am I gonna paint? Wow, no, you know what? I'm not even gonna dignify that with a full. I'm not even gonna read that all out. How dare you? How dare you? Okay, M1. There it is. So I have M110. These are little guys. Oh, both of them. Okay. The measurements on the mat would be an acceptable substitute. Yeah, I mean, they're right there. Let's see. Lauren Leo says, "Hey, you're actually in the middle of building your master grade Unicorn Gundam Verka. Very nice. I have a couple master grades I need to work on. I actually have a Zagok I got very recently, but I wanted to do something a little bit less tedious and a little bit more bang for my buck, big oomph. That sounds awesome. So I'm looking for M11s now. There we go. I really want to get the Verka Psycho Frame Zaku. The giant booster and the extra guns and everything on the back. Thought about getting the mega size version as well. Yeah, I as I've said a few times, although I know people are filtering in and out, so I'll say it again. I've got a lot of the not a lot of. I've got a few of the Warhammer Titans that are real giant resin mecha kits And so this is kind of going to go along with those, and I will paint it up and do a whole hanger display that's hopefully going to turn out at some point. Let's see. How different is this plastic from... Hang on, sorry, I gotta move this over. From GW and 3D printer models that I've worked with. For this Gundam specifically, yeah. Looks like shinier finish. So, okay, Creamy, that's actually a really good question. So, Bandai plastic is perfect in pretty much every way as far as putting a snap fit like this kit together. Like, it's awesome. But misapplying pressure from one of these nippers can fracture this. Yeah, as Bob the Builder says, it really depends on the year. Depends on the year, depends on how the kit was stored. Like, it's real persnickety. But as far as tolerances go, for the most part, all the snap fit stuff, really, really, really good tolerances. Like, it will, for the most part, fit where it's supposed to go. On a similar GW kit, I always just cut off the little snap fit bits that go together and just glue it together like a normal kit, because they almost never fit right. That being said, oh, post 2019, their KPS. Okay, that's interesting. I did not know that. But that being said, on that, on the GW kits, because GW uses the PSA. Yeah, that makes sense. GW kits are chunkier. GW kits can take a shitload more manipulating. So yeah, there's kind of that. Resin is its own special beast, and I wouldn't compare it to any of them. Like, resin's weird, and resin really depends on what type of resin you're using. And a lot of times, especially if you're buying from somebody, you don't know what kind of resin they used. So, like, I use an ABS-like resin that pretty much behaves a lot like this stuff does, but real chunky, so it's closer to, like, what GW uses. But yeah. Exactly, Lord Bob the Builder. And the photopolymers can get pretty close to ABS. Like, they have very similar properties, but they're always going to be a little bit more, they kind of come across more like a ceramic. Like, if you wanted to give the closest to what it is. I mean, it's a resin is what it is, but so. Okay, next we do M15. There it is. I do have a resin Federation tank file. I was gonna say I had a resin Federation tank, but I actually took that to the local model shop for consignment the other day because I just didn't want to deal with it. This is not a perfect grade. This is a mega sized. This is a simplified version. I like to glue it. Let's see. F screw. No. Simplified and bigger is the best way that I can put it. No worries. Don't, I'm not criticizing you or anything. It just is not nearly as glorified. Will not have anywhere near the range of motion. Really, almost no motion, honestly. I think you can kind of pose it slightly, but. Yep, bigger and 1/3 the cost, says Bob the Builder, which is really what got me. And if I have to do some real nonsense in modifying it to get it to look how I want, it's not gonna feel as weird because, again, 1/3 the cost. So, which I don't know if they're doing re-releases of these or if there's still some floating around, but they make Mega Zaku's, and I really, 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 really want to get the Mega Zaku. Do I play Mo often? I don't know that word. They get regular reprints. Last batch was in March. Yes. Okay, cool. Cause yeah, I love the Zaku. Is like one of my favorite mechs of all time. Which might be problematic if we think about it too hard, but we're not going to. But yeah, I would love to do a crazy customized Mega Zaku. I think that would be sick. Did I miss a step here? No. Okay. That's what that is. Oh, we're on the back again. Okay. I-111 and F1. Alright. That's fair, Creamy. Especially because I have a Stormtrooper suit that I need to finish for Halloween this year, hopefully. Mega Zaku sort of sounds like an insult you'd say to someone with too much time on their hands. Yeah, that's fair. Argue about how Zeon wasn't fascist? I can't argue about how Zeon wasn't fascist. I don't think anyone. Yeah. But that is exactly how you would what you would call someone who has so much time on their hands that they want to argue how Zeon wasn't fascist. I get you. I-111. I was gonna say that I will never make that argument. Zeon was fascist as fuck. They were just kind of cool about it. Oh god, don't quote that. Bob the Builder says Zeon were the heroes. Playmo's generic term for snap fit models. Gotcha. Not specifically snap fit stuff. I do a lot of Warhammer stuff. Bob the Builder. I've got some crazy custom Warhammer stuff. I've got a whole Death Guard army that I'm working on with these guys. Yeah, it's... So I do a lot of models, but not specifically snap fit, like the kind of Playmo stuff, I guess. Clipped and canceled, yeah. It's not like the Earth Federation and any universe have been a model democracy. That is very true, Creamy. That is very, very true. Especially if you were going off of the unicorn, like, whole idea, right? Where they're like, oh yeah, no, we're gonna totally allow all the space colonists to go off and have their own governances. Except, no, we're not. We had this very special happenstance happen. Yeah, they just wanted self-rule. The Zabi family might have been fascists. I think maybe that's what we need to say. The Zabi family were fascists. And Old Man Smith is right. G Gundam had it right. Just have the governments of the world fight it out with giant robot boxing matches. Although to be fair, Robot Jocks I think might have done that specific thing first. And if you guys know Robot Jocks, you have very bad taste in movies, and I love you for it. Plus, Gundam should earn a lot of grace for usually presenting the war's bad motif. No, okay, this is one of my favorite things, Creamy. H5601 says real. Yeah. Creamy, this is one of my favorite things is when anime in general, but like especially Gundam stuff, gives you an entire recap about why everything that you've just seen is traumatic and bad for the world. It's awful. By the way, here's a kick-ass song, and here's a badass fight. Let's just get into it. And you have to kind of grapple with that for a few moments. Like, I think I just saw horrible things happen to regular people. But the giant robots are fighting again. Alright, how does this go? Aha. Let's see, Bob the Builder says... All I know is Zeon is not the side that bitch slaps 15-year-olds into killing people for peace. Okay, hang on. If we're gonna call Bright out, Bright was only 19 at the time. I understand what you're saying. He slapped the shit out of Amuro, but he was only 4 years older than him. He did not really know what he was doing. God. Poor Captain Bright. Let's see, that's gonna go, yeah, like that. Now, you want to talk about the real problem was Bright's parenting techniques, because his kid goes and blows up the UN. Okay, wow, that's a big robot leg. Very happy with this big robot leg. Who decided that exposed pistons for mobile suits on a sandy desert planet was... Okay, I get what you're saying, but pistons do look cool. Yeah, I can hold both those opinions at the same time. Exposed pistons on a desert planet, yes. That is almost entirely made of hyper-corrosive micro-rust particles. Yeah, bad idea. I agree. There should be, like, some skirts around it or something. Ooh, my hand looks really twitchy in the camera. Sorry. ADHD strikes again. But the pistons look so cool. And Gundinian is magic. Yeah, that's true. I 1, 2, and 3. Got it. Gundam's not as tough as made out to be. I always thought the point with the Gundam was more so that you, if you had a new type or whatever they wanted to go with, the idea in whichever iteration of Gundam it was just that they hyper melded with the person, so they were able to move that fast and everything. Like, I thought that was kind of even the idea of Char with his Zaku, was like he just had the whole thing down. I don't know, maybe I'm just reading into it on my own with it, but I mean, yeah, exactly, Paul. It's just plot based as to whether or not they're actually badass or not. I choose to say mobile suits are badass across the board, no matter what. Some of my favorite mobile suits from the shows are not specifically Gundams. So, like, I was looking at the actually, I need another piece off this. I was looking at the Requiem for Vengeance sneak peek high grades today, and the up armored Zaku looks way cooler than whatever's going on with that Gundam. The Megazord is still badass, but the individual Zords are not. I gotta say, I went back, I saw, I think it was on Adam Savage's Tested, they were showing off some of the original Zords. It might have been something else. But man, the original Zords were really sad, dude. They did not look good. They looked really bad. I mean, again, that's my opinion, but like, oof. But the Megazord was cool. Let's see. So they run into undefeated to the east, then game over, man. That's true. There's a reason there's way more Sentai Rangers than Power Rangers. Okay. Oh, wait. I missed an entire group of parts here, didn't I? Those go on the front. Okay. A3 and E4. A and E. Oh my gosh. These are entire new sprues. G. UA. A3. The size of that V fin, what the fuck? So big. E. E4, E4, E5, E4. Wow. Okay. Very nice. Let's see. Gundam Wing is the thinking man's Gundam because it is boring. I thought Gundam Wing was the thinking man's Gundam because it was edgy as shit. I don't know. I really liked Witch from Mercury. I know Old Man Smith is going to vehemently disagree with me on that, but I thought it was cute. I'm just going to say it. I liked my weird little sapphic Gundam story. It was like gay as shit and weirdly cute. Oh, 86 is the Thinking Man's Gundam. That's War in the Pocket. Yeah, I liked 8th MS Team. I really enjoyed 8th MS Team. I think it gave us some fun consequences to people's actions. That's for sure. But yeah. PC6 is our most used piece so far. Yeah, War in the Pocket is good though. Wait, which was best, Zaku? Best Zaku is the Psycho Zaku. I have to disagree with you all. J5. Which one's the purple chunky one? We're not talking about the Dom, right? I do like the Dom. Yes. Knee. Let's see, that is C2 9. Are they both C2 9? Oh, 10 gets a PC6. Good. Super Custom Zaku F2000 from Builder Beginning G. Gotcha. Purple Chunky one is F2000 to clarify. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. When people say the Purple Chunky one, I think of the, what is it, the Rick Dom. Which is also purple and also chunky, but differently purpley chunky. Two parts. We got a PC6. I forgot that is shiny. Shiny paper, guys. Shiny, shiny paper. Like this. This goes. Which way is that? That leads. Yes. That way. Right. Oh. There's that through there. And then there's a PC6. PC6. Well, thank you for the follow there, She Builds Gundams. I appreciate it. C6 goes. Oh, I see, I see. Some of these have just the smallest little keys for these pieces. And when you realize how they fit in, it's very nice. Yeah, yes, you do articulate. Look at that, look at that. Wonderful. Okay. D. D sprue. There's D5 and 8. So there's 8. There's 5. Let's see, Dom's in the Zaku family. Gundam Seed Zaku model is probably your favorite. Is that the Zaku Warrior? Which one did Seed have? Dom Goof, Zaku 2, Ground is how, okay, yeah, that's fair. I like the Goof a lot. Leo is, yeah, the Leo's cool. But, I don't know, the Leo didn't have the menace factor. You know what I mean? Well, thank you for the likes there. Let's see. The Goof I just liked because the Goof showed up and it had like the grappling whip and all these crazy things just showing up all, out of nowhere. I'm gonna glue Leo heads on some of the Zaku models just to see how it plays design wise. I don't think it would look that good. Well, yeah, that's fair. That's fair, Old Man Smith. Leo's the grunt from the Tall Geese, yeah. Yeah, well, because the lupus just exudes menace. Like, head to toe, exudes menace. And Star says she doesn't know what any of us are talking about. Hey, that's fair. We're talking about Gundams. Let's see. Amaro says, wonder if a kit bash of Ireland and Barbados would work out. Probably? I mean, if you had... I think anybody can make any kit bash work if they put the work in. You know? It might look a little weird, but I'm not here to judge that. Let's see, that's from H-Sprue? Oh, look, I found H-Sprue. Big robots should exude menace. That's like number one. Yeah, for the most part, Old Man Smith. I don't know. Like, the original Gundam, I think, was supposed to kind of exude a little bit more hope. Which I get. I'm not as much about, but I get. But yeah, like, you know, like when I'm doing the Warhammer Titans, like, yeah, they should absolutely exude menace. Proportion-wise, the Bio's kind of high-boyish in design. You know what, Amro? I wouldn't be able to say. I do not have quite as much experience with Gundams as I do with, as I've said before, Warhammer and things like that. So I would have to take another look at it. I would, like, have to really look at it. It's H17. But the real thing is which parts you're picking off of each kit and everything. You know, like, again, a skilled enough modeler can probably make any parts work if they really know what they're doing. And I've seen people take parts off of kits that I would not have expected and combine them with other ones. Not just as far as gunpla, but pretty much anything, so... Yeah. What looks good as the SD head on the HD bodies? Yes, actually, I agree with that. Giant head on itty bitty bodies. And he says, no, the original Gundam was specifically put in bright colors to make them look like... Yeah, exactly. Extra bigger arm, claws, tails. Yeah, Lupus is fun. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, XU was cool. I like the Strike Gundam. Honestly, at the end of the day, like, if we're just talking pure aesthetics, I think the Strike Gundam looked the most like a, what do you call it? Jet fighter. And that was kind of a big thing. Oh, Amra says, oh, I thought you were a Gundam builder first Warhammer. Oh, yeah, no worries. Yeah, no, I'm building a giant Gundam, you wouldn't know. Yeah, I do all sorts of Warhammer stuff here. I don't have a whole lot that's painted right next to you, but I've got orcs here. I've got, some custom little Death Guard guys I can show off. Yeah, no, we're just doing, honestly, I do Gundam kits kind of for mental health because the instructions are clear and in color. Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Yeah, as opposed to, you know, a lot of Warhammer instructions are black and white, don't make any sense. Some of the parts aren't labeled correctly. All that fun stuff. Another one here. Okay, so then that is H11 and H19. Cool. Also, do I like the full armor at all? I feel like it's strike but times 10. Full armor, I'm trying to remember which one's the full armor Gundam, because the one I'm thinking of is the real beefy chonky boy. And, I like it, but I think it looks goofy. And not like the goofy, like kind of silly. Put your Dominus Knight's waist unit on backwards, making the legs unusable. Oof, yeah. Yeah, that's why, and I'm gonna go off Gundam script for a second here. I never use this stuff on Warhammer. Never, ever. I only ever use this stuff on Warhammer, because in the worst of days, when I've misglued something Warhammer-wise, I can take something that I've glued with this Gorilla Glue super glue, throw it in the freezer, I can snap the super glue. Like, it'll come apart without breaking the pieces. And as we all know, this stuff just melts things. So, but yeah. What's going on, El Booger Man? Let's see, full armor from Thunderbolt, 4 shields on arms. Yeah, so that, okay, yeah, so it's not the chonky one that I was thinking of. I don't love the full armor. I like the idea with the shields. I like what they were going for. But. It doesn't, 14, okay, 19. It doesn't, I don't know, 4 shields is crazy. I think 2 shields would have been cool. Right? It's 4 shields or is it 2 shields? I don't know. It just comes across as a little bit too much to me. Especially when, and again, I haven't watched every Gundam series. I'm not, like, you know, an expert on any of this stuff, but every Gundam that I have seen kind of up to this point, the Gundam itself was just a superior machine. It could dodge. And I feel like the full armor Gundam, like in Thunderbolt specifically, it was that the Psycho Zaku was its absolute equal, so they just had to give it all these shields, and it just didn't feel, I don't know, it felt weird. I'm the first person to say it right. Made your day. Right on. Well, thank you for the follow. The shields were nuts. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably babbling on a little bit about it because I watched Thunderbolt pretty recently. But yeah, it was, I don't know, it was fine. F8. It's not a bad Gundam design. It just, it's a lot. G, where's F? E, F sprue. D. You need my F sprue? You are my F sprue. What is that? F8. Fate. See, the Zaku was pretty weird. It didn't feel like a true equal to the full armor. It felt inferior, but the pilots go. Yeah, so I don't know. I liked the Psycho Zaku because it really felt like they had to throw extra effort and oomph onto it, like putting all the what it had, the giant beam rifle beam bazooka thing. It had the normal Zaku bazookas. I don't know. It was crazy. Oh, sorry. I was ignoring Twitch for a minute. I do that sometimes, guys. I apologize. Fan shields over armor. Yeah, I mean, I get that, and I know Old Man Smith does not like the lasers. So yeah, we were talking about the Thunderbolt full armor, I believe. Again, though, ADHD has gotten the best of me, and I've completely forgotten what I was thinking of there for a second. Okay, this goes. Sorry, let me focus on this for 2 quick seconds here. And then we'll go back into full Jack doesn't know what he's talking about mode. Because I don't. my god. Yeah, Amra, this is the unicorn. This is the Mega Destroy Mode unicorn. Oh yeah. This is the mega scale, the beef. So it's not really a specific grade. It kind of appears like a high grade as far as detail. Yeah, there we go. Honestly, the best part though is these beam sabers. I'm pretty sure. Make sure that I don't clip off any parts that I actually need. Oh, thank you for the gift there. Yeah, the beef. I had never seen Mega Scale before either, until I picked this one up, and now I get ads for them all the time. Apparently there's a RX-78-2, there's a couple of the Zaku's, and then there's this. Okay, so it's doesn't really want to grab, but you can kind of chopstick with them. Look at that. That's crazy. Should have made it at least a master grade quality, but high grade frame. Yeah, you know, I understand what they were doing to save cost, because this is huge. Yeah. See, Psycho Zaku is powered by Elon Musk's Neuralink. Oh god, that's not wrong, though. That is so close to, like, that's, you're not wrong. Creamy, am I going to paint this? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, I'm going to be painting this. Save that centerpiece. That's a neat banner. Oh, this? Yeah, maybe. I could use it for something. Something cool. Yeah, it is insane. So okay, I'm sorry, Twitch. I can't take you guys really along for the ride because it's a pain to move that camera, and I already broke one of those cameras. But for sorry, I have to move something out of the way that TikTok's not supposed to see. For the TikTok viewers, this is my Warbringer Titan, and that's the Gundam leg next to the Titan. So for Twitch, I'll narrate for you. The Gundam leg, the hip is higher than the Warbringer Titan hip. So it is very large. Very, very large. But yeah, so Creamy, my plan is to paint this guy up. Obviously, I'll panel line the shit out of him. Do a little bit of painting. I'm gonna pull them apart and try to run some here, so you guys can actually see. Try to run some LEDs just through the center so that I get a little bit of glow off these. Although if I can't do that, I'm just gonna fog them because honestly these pick up light pretty well as they are. And then I have a hanger that I am gonna be working on for the Titans. What's going on, Puppy Girl Cal? How you doing? It's the Lamenter fangirl. Not a perfect grade. This is actually the mega grade, so it's slightly larger and slightly less detailed. Yeah. Cut it into flag shape, heat it up and shape it. Yeah, I could definitely do that. Yeah, Creamy, and then on top of that, I also am going to be, I have on order the actual unicorn tapestry. So, I got one of those that's going to hang behind it, and it's going to be a whole deal. Oh, wow, Amra, thank you for the gifts there. Much, much, much appreciated. Okay, I have my ankle. Was I supposed to do the foot for that already? Supposed to have done 2 feet already? That was Chibs too. Ah, okay. Let's just do the other foot, because we'll pretend that I was doing this all along. I didn't do it wrong. I would never. Let's see, J3 and J4. These are both PC1s. So it's like a blown up HD. Yeah, basically, Cal, basically. Let's see, the Cosmos RGB LED unit is the best pre-made option. Will it work for the mega size? I know it works for the perfect grade. At least if it's the one that I'm thinking of. Because if that'll work for this one, I'll just grab that one as opposed to doing it custom. There's a unit for the Mega. Okay, sweet. I will be looking that up. Thank you. You've been a wealth of information, Lord Bob the Builder. You've earned the Lord in your title, that's for true. That was going to be a problem. Was. Now it won't be. They are. Look at them. If they were a little bit more sturdy, they're just a little wobbly because that's, you know, kind of a cheap plastic, honestly. They would be chopsticks. Yeah, you could do legitimate damage if you hit somebody in the eye with one of those. F sprue, we got 15. And what's the other one? 14 there? Yeah, 15 and 14. Beams are always cheap. Yeah, well, you and my buddy Old Man Smith would agree on the IBO no beam weapons then. I personally don't mind beam weapons. I think beam weapons are cool. Mostly I think beam weapons are cool because of the you know, in Thunderbolt, where they're like, yeah, come on over here, you'll be fine, and she leaves her friends, and her friends get vaporized by a beam sword. That was always kind of fun. So you paid $30 for a square foot of lies, respect your fake social ranking. Fair. Fair, fair, fair. The square foot of land in Scotland scheme. Is that what we're talking about, I assume? But you know what? Now you have it, and you got a story to go along with it. Like the beam rifles and sabers look amazing in the shows, but the models are always... Yeah, now I get that, and I think it might have auto-modded the rest of your comment, unfortunately. But I understand what you were saying, I think. Because it does look kind of cheap when it comes across like that. M1 and K1. Okay, give me a second here, because now I am buried in sprues. trapped under an avalanche of plastic. See, you absolutely love the brutality of IBO weapons and all the poses possible with the suit, says Zamra. Yeah, I definitely get that. Although, I've been trying to pretty up Old Man Smith's Lupus Rex, and it's kind of a bitch to stand up. What was I looking for? M sprue. C. One. Alright, yep. And that is 9. Ready to trim 9 off this? Oh. No. Let's see, you get the anti-beam IBO coating. That can make sense. What you don't get is why no mobile suits didn't just say throw a big ass rock really hard. I feel like a couple of them kind of tried. Well, maybe not throw a big ass rock, but it was, you know, big ass sword or big ass club or some variation of that. But fair. 2 and 3. Oh, thank you for the like there, Stardust. Well, thank you for the follow. I hope you are. You are. Alright, 9, 2, 13. Boom. F sprue. That was 16. There it goes. Cool. Very cool. Very, very cool. Alright, I'm very happy with that. F7 and 6. Which again, I'm going to have to fill out, but I'll get them on there right now, because it doesn't matter. you again for all the likes there, Star. Ooh. Let's see. Your kid likes to play with the hearts on TikTok. Right on. Hey, that works for me. Let's see. You should look into a high-grade destroy. I think it'll fit right in my collection. You know, honestly, I was looking at maybe a perfect grade with the transformability. We'll see. Honestly, maybe the next thing that's going in my collection is the Char Zegok, because I do have a special place in my heart for pink Xeon mobile suits. We won't read too much into that. But yeah. Creamy says, you know what Gundam needs? A whole bunch of squigs on its shoulders. Not the Gundam. I do have something that's gonna be good for squigs. I'm making it for somebody who's already paid off on all of it, and I need to get it done. And I will definitely have squigs on the second one that I'm making for myself. Let's see. Amro says, since you have the Warlord, I assume I have knights of multiple classes. I do. I'm gonna jump up and grab another beverage here. So I will show you that real quick since I can take the TikTok with me. So Twitch, you guys just hold on for a second. Is it a Ruckatrick Squig Buggy? It is not. It's not. It's something very big and grumpified. But real quick, I'm going to show off some dogs and a couple of knights and the Warlord Titan. So these are a bunch of my knights. I'm still working on a couple of them. Diabetes supplies and a Warlord Titan. So you guys hold on for 2 seconds. I am actually going to have you plugged in while I step away. Let's see. Can I lean you up? Not really. TikTok, bear with me. You guys are going to be in kind of a funky position here. I apologize for that. Alright. 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Pardon me. And pardon the wild ride there, TikTok. I apologize for that. Let's see. Star says, yeah, you kids all like, Mom, look, make the hearts go fast, now make the hearts go slow. Hey, that's fine. I appreciate it because it makes me look better. Alright, pardon me on that. Oh, thank you for the follow there, silly beans. Where were we? We were on a leg. G13, I believe. Yes. You saw a foot and a messy room. I'm sure that you saw my foot, and yeah, I mean there's wrappers from the sprues all over the place. Not to mention my dogs are laying down in here because it's hotter than Satan's anus outside. PC sprue. Where has that gone? Did I not have it up here? Oh shit. Where did I put it? It's right here. PC 6 and 2. Which I still have 2 on this one. Yes, I do. Oh, thank you for the follow there. Try not to toss that. So, as I've been preparing to build this thing, I have actually been rewatching Unicorn Gundam. And I realized, because I do the 3D printing thing, at some point I got access to some files for a 3D printable Hygog. And the Hygog is in Unicorn Gundam. And it'd be kind of cool to have a 1:48 scale Hygog. But that would also be very, very large. think that's going to take some consideration, but I am thinking about it. And pardon me real quick, I do apologize for this. Oh, I was worried that was going to be louder than it was. You're all welcome. Let's see, Armor says, I dislike Unicorn because of his incessant breakdowns, but it's not a bad show. I mean, you may want to consider who you've named yourself after if we're going to talk about the incessant breakdowns, but I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, Benager needed, like, you know, a whole talk and to see one of his mentors, you know, get evaporated, and then he kind of went back to it. You know, Amuro kind of needed that slap. I'm not saying Bright was in the right. I'm just saying, you know, Amuro did kind of need that slap to get out there. No, I'm with you. I'm just giving you a hard time. But, you know. For sure. No, sprues don't get entangled. It's G. You're not an F sprue, are you? An E sprue. There's an F sprue. 11 and 12. Yeah. Originally it was Megazuki, but it took too long to type most of the time. It's fair. That is actually very fair. I don't know. I honestly feel like the story for Unicorn was rushed. And that's the only reason that it really falls behind. At the end of the day. Not even overly rushed or anything, just, you know. There are aspects of it that seem to be a little sped by. I don't know, since I've got some Gundam fans here, I'm curious what you guys think is going to be, I'm curious what you think of the one that's going to come out on Netflix, the Requiem for Vengeance. Let's see, a few of the series that have critical flaw. Oh, a few of the series have that critical flaw. Look at your favorite IBO second half season 2 was rewritten. Yeah, I don't necessarily think that that's a flaw. You know, I think kind of the point of Gundam at the end of the day is to sort of look at, like, you know, a mobile suit is a nuke. right? In and of itself, it's basically a one-man nuke that can do damage over and over and over and over again, as many times as it wants, kind of. So I kind of look at it as that, like, you know, what's the mental cost of dealing with that and not becoming a sociopath like Char or, you know, whoever. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess Char didn't even really become that much of a sociopath. It was Full Frontal that was like a complete sociopath. And he's not actually Char, so depending on who you ask. Creamy says, but also harkens back to old-timey knights and champions. Well, yeah, but that's a little bit more with, like, Witch from Mercury has that and everything, whereas, you know, Mobile Suit Gundam, it was really kind of dogfight, like, you know, what if dogfighters had the ability to destroy an entire city? But yeah, I do understand what you're saying. I mean, it's a little bit of all of it, right? I don't know, it's one of the reasons that I enjoy the Hathaway movie fight scene in the middle as much as I do, because it's pretty much entirely shown from the ground perspective, and it's fucking horrifying. Like, it's just people doing their absolute best to get out of the way of these fucking titans that move as fast as fighter jets. Tristan says, yo, sorry I had something, but I'm back. 008 is probably best for grounded combat. Yeah, I definitely get that. Your kid says with the modes, cool robot. Yeah, thank you, Star and Star's kid. It'll be a really cool robot when I actually get it fully assembled. But I am slow. M2 and F3. You just built the actual Unicorn Gundam. What grade? Is that like a master grade, perfect grade, high grade? Master grade. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, that's awesome. One of my good buddies built the master grade Unicorn Gundam as his very first Gundam. Which I think was a little bold. But he did it. He achieved it. Creamy, that was Kirk, by the way, if you care. Well, okay, yes, Creamy, fair. An F-16 can fuck up a city, but I'm talking about, like, you know, a single F-16 absolutely devastating a city, not fucking up a couple buildings, but, like, leveling New York. That would be impressive. Yeah, actually, I bet your fingers were hurting after that. I will say, the most finger hurting of all the Gundams for me so far, or all the Gunpla for me so far, I should say, was the Master Grade Zaku. Holy crap. Moving all those weird little things onto the springs was trying. Exactly, Creamy. They're a fast Godzilla that is, yeah, they're a fast Godzilla with multiple weapons. I think is kind of even the bigger thing, right? Like, Godzilla really only has the beam attack, and he's not that fast. And then you have, like, Gundam type mecha, and the way that Gundam's really represented usually is, you know, a fight happening where it probably just shouldn't. The fallout just gets real bizarre real quick. 1, 2. That is 11. 11. E2, E5, RE, RE. 6, E5. Okay. E5, and then A2. G. A. G. A. Got it. A2. 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 Yes. But all Gundams cower before the king, or before the might of the urban mech. Yeah, urban mech is mighty, but the king crab is mightier. King crab makes the urban mech cower. King crab is sexy. Yeah, mighty though the urban mech is, its trash can-like form takes away a few points. I hate to say it, but it is true. Although, I do think the urban mech is probably the Garbage Brigade's mech of choice. So, you know, that's fair. The king crab is just, it's not even a bigger urban mech, it's really just a wider urban mech at the end of the day. So I'll give you that for sure. Width! Exactly. Experience width, become crab. Shit. Am I gonna have to 3D print a king crab now? Knees. Quad Gauss, no heat sinks. Okay. So it's an oven. Cool. Only needs to fire once. Fair. Probably only would fire once. I don't know. Now I want to get some Lancer mechs in here and just deal with some like paracausal Horus bullshit. I love that Lancer has that. I'm like, and this gun has profile because reason. And you're like, oh, what would that reason be? Yes. Ah, I was supposed to do 2 of those. Okay, hold on to that for a minute. Need you, I think. Yes, J5. And PC6. PC6. Yeah, Lancer's fun. Lancer's goofy, but Lancer's fun. Right in front of me. Duh. Look out. Careful, careful. C2, 9. Gets the PC6. I really do just love how the keying for these works, though. If you're not familiar with what I mean, just how these things slot in. So I realized I did some of that work off camera. Oh, ad breaks over. Yes, Creamy, I agree. The old-timey king crab does look a little bit like a Necron scarab. Just type. Cool. Okay. Yes. Got it. What? I clicked the wrong piece? D6 and 7? I cut them both out is the problem. So. There we go. Thank you for the follow there, Dipsy Jams. Sorry, I've been going for a little over 2 hours here. I got a little lost. Yeah, Creamy. I waited for after the ad. If we're gonna agree on something. H. Where's my H3? That's it. Be more careful with these guys. I don't want to break anything. H18. H18. H10. And 13 and 16. Nice. We doing it. F8. I think that rounds out the legs. Alrighty. Big robot legs. be Chiochi, I think. I'm trying real hard. I'm sorry if I massacre your name. This is the Mega Scale Destroy Mode Unicorn Gundam. So this is a 1 to 48 scale, kind of low detail, but lots of potential project kit, at least for me. So yeah. And that is the legs. Reminds me of a poem. Two vast and trunkless legs standing in the desert. Oh. Whew. All right. Well, let's see. How much do I have to do for the waist? Not much. Let's at least get the waist done. Not against that. Right, I see A5. 13 and 14. Yeah, let's do that first. B sprue. B sprue. I need B7. B7. I have to take a break anyway because my phone is going to die, which will mean no more TikTok. And I love the TikToks. I love my TikTok peoples. I love my Twitch peoples too, but my TikTok peoples are great. Bit. Alright. PCs 4. 2 of them. 2 of them? 2 of them. 3, 4. There's PC 4, and the other one must be on the other PC sprue. PC 4. Alright, look at that. B3. B3 is right there. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect. Oh, thank you, Boston Gunpla. I appreciate the follow. Yeah, I'm also live on Twitch. If you want to follow there, you don't need to by any means, but if you wanted to, I also go live there, and I'm working on my YouTube stuff. Mostly do Warhammer and things like that, but yeah. Oh, yep, go get him, go get him. People are home. Yeah, no worries, Amro. I will be back on at some point for sure. Would do Twitch if you used it, but never got. Hey, that's fair. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you hanging out for sure. I really, really do. Okay, let's see. A5. Where's my A sprue? These are all the high detail pieces. PC 8. And PC 8. Look at that. Such much easy. Got it. Got it. Honestly, screw the high grade. People should start with these mega kits first. H8. Am I not looking at this right? Am I not? Oh. Is it? Huh? Oh. Like that. Okay. Interesting. E4. Okay, so did I get this right? This goes that. This goes that. Oh, that. Huh, it just butts up on that like that, huh? I guess if we're gonna call that good enough. D1. What are you? G. What are you? G. Okay. What are you? D. Alright, yeah, that's what I need. D1. Oh, yeah, probably could have guessed that giant piece. Look at that. Oh, did you just look at it? Yikes. I dropped it. Okay. D1 is B11 and 12. B? Okay. B is gray, so B11 and 12. Woof. Skirt vents. Oh. Damn. What in the hell? Magical disappearing floor part? Oh no. But it's such a big magical disappearing floor part. How? Alright. Set the carpet on fire if I did it like that. What? But where? What? Ah. So you must go over here. Where do you go? What? But yeah. Oh. Yeah, that would be why, Jack. You're doing it so far fucking backwards. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just stupid? Oh. Definitely just stupid. I don't understand this. Yeah. What? B11, 12. What am I not doing right here? It's supposed to be. I don't want to force anything, though. Wait. Is that what it is? Well, I should have done this with the right one first, but damn, this is weird. Does not make any sense. First piece on this that I've actually been kind of bamboozled. Oh, just like that. It just didn't make any sense to me. Got it. I'm stupid. I'm very stupid. I could have really broken this part if I'd done that the wrong way. I am very, very dumb. This is what happens when you go for too long. Star, enjoy your dinner. I will be taking a break here in a moment as well because my phone's about to die. And my brain's not doing great either. Oh boy. Everybody just watched that. And I just struggled right through it, didn't I? D9 and 10. Is that right? I guess so, because those poke out through the back, huh? Okay. H4. I know where those are. Let's see, 2, 5. I know where those are too. Two of those. That's H3. Sweet. Okay, and then we can attach that to the back of this here. Cha. Like that. And then I have H2. Along with A7. A7 and E8. You're my E sprue. Please be my E sprue. Yes, E8. like that. Hi, Ava. Cool. Which one? A8 and E9. Boom. Yeah, like that. Sweet. And these go in like that, like that, like that. That makes up the front skirts. Because everybody knows, if you're going to war, you want to be wearing a skirt. Everybody knows this. It's important to realize. Okay, M2. That's not an M, that's a B. These are my M's. One of my M's. M2, 2. M1, 2. 2. M1, 2. I1, 12. Or I2. Oh, there we go. Yep, that makes sense. When it snaps into place like that, you know it's the right way. Okay, and then F17 for both of them. Got it. Nice. wouldn't be a Gundam kit if the legs weren't kind of a bastard to get on. What's Jack, Star? What did I do? What did I say? Oh, you got the tank you needed. Nice. Nice. Well, now everybody knows that Star is super cool and plays tanks with us. Okay. This might be a bit of a pain in the ass to get on here. Not want to go. Alright, you know what? My phone's gonna die. I want to raid somebody with the TikToks, or the TikToks with the Twitches. So I'm gonna do that right quick. And see who's online. TikTok, give me one moment. I will get you guys on your way as well. Let's take a look here. Yeah, you know what? Why not? So, Twitch, you're gonna raid a podcaster. Well, somebody whose podcast I follow, rather. And TikTok, I will see you guys on the flip side.